You're live, it says. All right, so it's looking at this. So I'll put this over here. Wait. There's that. All right, so this is over here. All right, so that's live. All right, I see it there on my laptop. I got my laptop set up today. Trying to work it out. Work out all the craziness. Okay, we're looking at deck right now. Let me close that. Don't want to see his things here to get in trouble there. All right, so let me go to this. Might no. All right, well, that's working. All right, so we're live on that. So you're looking at JSL right now on YouTube. So we are live on YouTube. And all right, so I can do this. Got to play the free music. I'll be right back. I got to feed the cat, so hang in there. All right, so I got cat fed. We're working at this stuff. All right, we're working here. All right, so that's that. And so what is this? This is in live, so I do that. We're okay here. What do we have there? Does that come up for y'all? Yeah, it does. Good. All right, cool. All right, so that was California live. Rick James over there on YouTube is here too. I'm watching that. Watching the earthquakes. So, alrighty then. I think that's what I'll end up doing. Being live here. Hey, comments. I think Susan wants to give you back the boots. Type boots in there in chat. Just I think they're there. Can you even see them? There they are. I think she wants to give you back your boots. Oh, I'm trying to get organized here. Pardon me while I get with the program. It's new setup, running different things. Yeah, red doesn't work anymore. Red wagon, he's red. Those are red boots. Wait, that one's still working. Oh, I have to stop the stream to kill that. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. I don't know what freaking time it is. Is it 7:10 here on the West Coast? I got 8:10 as I'm on here AZ time. So I got my cup of coffee and I'm loving it. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm trying to think of how. Boots. They have boots. That's anywho. 6.1 right there down in the Indian Ocean. Oh. We had a 5.9 over there in PNG this morning. Snarly. Linked to Uranus article for how'd you see my who's anus? For snarls. Oh, nice. I guess. Visual in the night sky. Yeah, I mean. How do you look out into that dark sky and see this? Anyway, all right, Nisi. I don't think he's on yet. Let me see. Milkman Dooms made it in the house. Good morning. Good morning to Wisp. Good morning, Snarls. He's out there. Hey, Brainstorm. Good morning, Denise. Good morning, Doc Rock. Good morning, Dub Diesel. Good morning, Eddie 1270. Good morning, Deep Quake Paul. Good morning, Comanche. Good morning, Canuck. I hope you're feeling better, buddy. A little worried about you. Good morning, Calmness 55. And good morning to Susan, Timmy, and Snow King, the 3 mods. Yeah. It's like the tres amigos, huh? Or in their case, amigas. Fresh cup of coffee here on the show here, and I think we've got it. It's still seeing the things I don't want to see. So how do I figure that out? Working out the logistics, everybody. Just patience, please. I think I have to go like that. There you go. That works. I also found a good geologist. Okay. Thank you, Nisi. Let's see here. I think I can work on this monitor. Here's the earthquakes, the latest earthquakes. And we'll go right through these here as I put that in the background. Let's go on down to, we're on the 14th. So we're not in the 12th. Gee. 14. Here we go. Pardon me I'm still getting adjusted to this. Oh my gosh. All right. So 12 hours, we're looking at 16 hours ago. Mindanao, Philippines had a 4.9. Myanmar's pumping at 3.8. Juji still saying hello at 3.9. Kamchatka pumps up at a 4.3. Central Peru, 4.1. Philippine Islands, 3.2. Well, France-Germany border region, yeah. It's a farting underwater for a frog, 0.08 or 0.8, yeah. 4.3, North Halmahera. That's over by some volcanoes, so let's go take a quick look at that. Should be offshore in the north. Yeah, offshore. Ibu Dukono. Wait, you can't see that. Yes, you can. All right. Ibu Dukono are right here and here. Right here and right here. Let's zoom in. There we go. Ibu Dukono are right here and right here. These are two volcanoes that were popping off between 7,000 and 8,000 feet when they're 35 and 43 respectively. So, I mean, it's kind of odd. You fly over this little island, right? You're coming from, I don't know, Australia to the Philippines, and you see one island lit up with two volcanoes that are popping right here and right there. And it's not like you don't see volcanoes any place, but it is very interesting to say the least, to have just a little tiny island. And I mean, you probably spend about 15, 20 minutes as you're flying over it or around it, seeing two erupting volcanoes. And I mean, they're not necessarily close apart. One's on one side of the island and the other's on the other side. So it's like, hey. But yeah, I mean, they're using tectonic plate boundaries, a P-bird in 2003. So that's why they're using different plate boundaries than the USGS, or more clear, I should say. Maybe not the different ones. Yeah. So yeah, Halmahera is popping, baby. Let's see. Did we lose where we were? No, we didn't. All right. So, okay, Hokkaido, Japan popping with a 3 again. Hokkaido yesterday. Southern Sumatra has a 4.0. And why don't I just use the USGS on some of these maps to get them clear for you? Zoom in and do the terrain here. All right, look out here. This is the big 6.1 out in the Indian Ocean. The 90 East Ridge right here, right up in here is where the 9.2 happened and killed out Bande Ake, and fuck it, got blown out. And Port Blair, 250,000 people died from an earthquake because the sea came in, left, bounced off the other side, came back in again several times and just wiped entire peoples out. And I mean, the sea is the most dangerous thing out there, I think. Water, most destructive. It'll ruin metal. I mean, most metal anyway. And it'll ruin rock and stone. And it's amazing that it doesn't just evaporate away once it gets in, the crust is cold enough to keep it solid. And it's interesting how we do all that, all the sediment in the crust, and it gets hard enough for water just to stay there and not evaporate away. mean, there's a lot of it, but hey. Yeah. But USGS doesn't care about us. The 4.0 Sumatra, we can look at where that is. 3 hours ago, Sumatra pumped at it. Southern Sumatra, right here, is where Krakatoa is. And wait, you guys don't see that. So let me do that. I apologize for you on Twitch. There you go. Right here is where the earthquake happened, and right here is where Krakatoa is. So having a nice little bumper car right there, but remember what's going on too in the area. As we get back to, I don't know, did it? Yeah, I lose my spot every time, damn it. All right, so 11, 12, 13. We're at 14, so here we go. South Fiji Islands came in. Oh, crap. What is it today? I need another cup of coffee? No. Jeez. I'm a zinging already, baby. It just getting used to it, the setup here. I like this portion of EMSC a little bit better. All right, so we're back out here. All right. We'll get to the other ones. I just want to get back to where we are. Central Peru, 3.7. We talked about there near the coast of southern Australia, 21 hours ago. Northern Cal, 2.3. Offshore Central Cal, 2.7. Portugal, 2.1. All right. So I'm trying to find where was I? Where was I? Whoa, Riggy. Here's a PNG. All right, we'll start there. 22 hours ago, PNG had a 4.9. PNG right here. Here's Papua New Guinea. There's the 5. They should have a freaking 4.6, 5.4, and a 5.1. Freaking USGS is not with the program, man. Get with the program. All right, 1639. That's one we're talking about. It's probably this one. No. That's the 13th. That's the 14th. Man, they tell me they don't have it. Oh, wait. It defaults to the others, so. That's 1830, 12, 5, 13. What about this one? USGS doesn't have it. Frack. All right, so let's try to find this another way. Opening a new tab. All right, here we go. Maps. Here we go. Bang to bang bang. All right, so it's right in here, right in the Bismarck Sea, and that is happening right up in here. USGS does not have this earthquake. And pretty strong one, 4.9. Now, remember, this is the area that's swarming right now. Swarming meaning there's greater than 10 quakes, right? This is just today's date. USGS, here's 7 days on USGS, and you can see them all. USGS has these, right? All in that same location, right? So it is swarming, and you see we do have a couple more quakes down here according to USGS today, right along with this one. So something's going on. That pressure is understanding where the movement is. Let's take a look at that. Interactive. Nope, that is not the right one. Apologize. There it is. I got rid of the USGS on that. Oh well. You can see here this. What's that? Transform, right? The purple is a transform. Oh, she had a convergent. So it's converging, being pressed together. This is pressed together. There's a spreading zone in here. There's a divergent, which is spreading apart. And then there's subduction, all within this freaking little place down here. So the Bismarck Sea, where they've got the break, right in here. This thing won't zoom in either. It's a pain in the ass. Right there is a spreading area. It's like a little square, and that's where it's all happening. It's happening. Oh, there's the little square just outside the square along this ridge. That's a spreading ridge right there. The actual ground is coming apart, moving in different directions. Probably due to that's what's creating the strike slip, that green area. It's like saying that this whole area spreading it apart equally. It doesn't happen that way. One side will go more, and that's what'll create a strike slip, which is the green. And so if I'm explaining it wrong here to you, so here's the fault, and when there's an earthquake here and it's spreading, right, what happens is over time the movement of whatever side it is goes, and then this line here no longer is here, but it ends up here, and then we have a strike slip that happens right there, and this is going this way and this is going this way. So over time we can just erase this line, right, and that one can probably even erase this one, and then erase this one. So that's basically how the strike slips continue. And you just, because the earthquake doesn't happen along the whole fault and the whole fault moving, or the plate boundary, it didn't, like the whole plate boundary doesn't move at once. Parts of it does. And so we get these breaks and the stresses. And so that's what's going on. And what we're seeing down here is the same kind of effect here in the Bismarck Sea. So, all right. So there's a square right here we don't see. It's just working its way out. All right. So that's the Bismarck Sea, what's going on. The Bering Sea Strait, that's way up here. We got a couple of earthquakes up in here. Here's the Aleutians, of course, and get out of the 7 days. 1 day, there we go. So we can close this one, keep this one open. What else? All right, you're seeing that. Good. Northern Cal popping a little bit. Bering Sea Strait, yeah. 4.3, Coquimbo, Chile. That's central Chile. Down here, Coquimbo, right up in here. Here's Santiago, and Coquimbo is. Here's Iquique. Here's Concepcion. I think Coquimbo is right up in here. Again, one of those things that the USGS is making it difficult. Not that they have to, it's just their AI. There we are right there. Right. Central Chile, you can see. And we zoom in. Here's Coquimbo. Here's Damar, right? Zoom in. All right. Here's Coquimbo. Here's the state of Coquimbo. And where's this earthquake? Little Pi, right here. So USGS has that 4.3. Go figure. USGS does mainly over 4.5s. Here's a 4.3. So they pick and choose what's going on. There's no consistency at all with the USGS. Now, mind you, I think there's great people working there. I'm not sure if it's the disconnect with the AI or if it's the disconnect with the leadership, or their policies. I'm not sure. It'd be really interesting to talk to somebody. The geologists, I think, are fantastic. I really do. I think they spend a lot of time understanding how things work. So I can't really get to them. I don't know. There's a systemic problem over there with inconsistencies. And mind you, there's a ton of quakes happening every day. So a live body getting out there, that might be what's going on. That the AI is actually um, uh, uh, making decisions and the people aren't. And then when they review them, they just go, okay, yeah, that's right, or that's wrong. So I can't get down on the geologists at all. You know, I think the people are good. I have to assume that. You know, you can't assume everybody's bad. I just don't like computers. You know, near the coast of southern Peru, a 4.0. There's nothing here, right? So southern Peru. Why is this interesting? Why is this important? You can see right here. You know, put the map on it. Earthquake location. You'll see right here. I want to say it's real close to. Yeah, see this picture here does no good. There's some things about EMSC changing things, and I didn't care for, but that's just me. Um, Puerto Viejo is right here, so we can look up Puerto Viejo, southern Peru. Peru's down here. Can't even find exactly. Okay, it's right in here. Punta Africa. Probably even smaller. I've done it. Okay, here's the peninsula. Yeah, can't freaking see it. Santiago San Clemente. Here's Lima, Peru. And we might call this in Lima, right? By Lim. Earthquake reported by Lim. No, that's the Lima group. Instituto Geofísico de Peru in Peru. 4.0, 78 kilometers in depth, real close to the land. And because it's in central Peru or in southern Peru, I think it's in that area where it's the earthquakes don't get very large. That's relative. All right, high sixes, low sevens, not the eights. There's several parts of Peru, southern Peru, that get eights, and there's parts of it around Lima right here that stay just like right in here that stay sevens. We also have a couple of volcanoes right in here. All right. Oh, actually, right in here that are active, and we talk about them every day. So, near the coast of southern Peru. I mean, I'd have to freaking. This is a long way of doing it. I guess we just sitting here all day long, right? Yeah, I can't see chat. Wait, am I live? All right, I'm live. 42. I see you out there, bud. I can't see that chat and that at the same time. Maybe if I went. Nope, that didn't work. Yeah, there we go. Oh, so 2.7. Corey. Anyway, so let's go ahead and look up that earthquake location. There's a reason I'm doing that because, come on, it doesn't like the damn thing here. Get rid of that. All right. There we go. Just get rid of the asterisk. All right. So you can see where it is. All right. And they've got it just offshore. And it's only, a 4.0. But looking at the 7 days on the USGS, right? Go back to the 7 days. You can see there's a whole ring of quakes that are happening right here in the Andes, coming out of the Andes onto shore. And this little earthquake is right here, right? So these other earthquakes are coming right offshore, off Erica there. Iquique, just off Iquique, right? There's Erica. And then this one's just north, right? Just north of Erica. So look at the trend. It's just a trend. Bing, 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 bing on 7 days. Here's another trend, right? This one happened in the middle. These two went, then this one hit, right? That there is movement in the central part of Chile, or mainly Chile, northern part, north and central, and the northern part of Peru now. And this is Ecuador. It's Colombia. So we had quake here that happened earlier over the last weekend. And you'll see, oh, that's a 5.1. But we have a 4 down here. We have the 2 volcanoes here that are active, Urbinas and Semenkaya. And we have a series of quakes that are moving in that direction. Are we trying to forecast? No. We're just showing a trend. Like, what do you mean it's a trend? Well, why the hell aren't they happening over here or down here or up here or up here? There's a trend here, 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 and here. And now up here, going from the south to the north. It appears this is swinging, and the tension being pushed on out here, right? I wonder if we can get a USGS. Put a new tab. There's no ball on that one. How about these guys? Do they have the tensor ball? Scientific data? No. Summary. Regional moment tensors. Here we go. And they don't show the one here, right? So you can see out to sea, we see a lot of strike slips, right? Then you see these kind of normal faulting. There's a plate boundary right there. Look at that. Did you know there was a plate boundary there? Huh? Tectonic plate boundary. Right there. And it goes through Pampachanca. Hey, Snarls. Not even. Well, at least they're not calling you Mitch, for Mitch Kupchak. No, it's just adult humor, right? This is not for kids. This channel is not for kids. It's 13 years old. I think we're all 13, all us guys anyway. I have mentioned it that it is visible on Facebook, Snarls. Let me see here. I have to be careful with what gets posted from Facebook too, because I get sent a lot of stuff. I'll check it real quick there. Denise. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't show you right away, and I keep saying no to these friend requests. I have mentioned that. Oh, okay, Denise mentioned something on Facebook. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so Clemmer sent me something. Let's see here. I didn't see your post. Denise. Oh, there you go. No, that's not you. I'm sorry. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it, Denise. I'm sorry. You can post the link here. I'll post it up. I have to watch what I post here. Facebook is not safe. Yeah, I sent it to your timeline. Okay, so all right, let me check on. I don't know why I'm stopping what I'm doing, but there's some things. Yeah, Facebook is not clean. There's no doubt. All right, to my timeline here. Yeah, I don't see, and man, I don't see it, sweetie. Sorry. So you have a link. You can post it in chat anywhere you want, but I don't see it. Oh, maybe on the other one. Let me try this one. The morning report. No. No, I don't see it there either. I'm sorry, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, hon. Anyway, moving on. getting set up on this. Back to it. So it's only a 4.0, but still, we're seeing a trend, right? back to it. Michoacan, Mexico. More from this one's in Eastern New Guinea, PNG, and 21 hours ago. That's the area that we've been seeing bouncing. Haven't seen much in Baja California, so this is a new one in Baja. Maps, God, it used to be so much easier, but they've been it. Look at here. This is actually in the. I would not call this the San Felipe crack, but I would call this the other one, Ensenada. You can see how it boom, boom, right? You can see this is the Elsinore Fault. This is the San Jacinto Fault. This is the San Andreas. This is the Imperial. And then you can see what's happening up in Ridgecrest. There's a lot going on. This is picking up. Some stuff picking up now in Mammoth. I think it's cyclical. We got even out here in Nevada, the Candlestick or Candelaria Hills. I always call it Candlestick. A lot of times they'll say Tonopah or they'll say Hawthorne on these quakes, and they're just full of shit. Nah. These ones down here are pretty interesting. Desert Rock area right here. The Armagosa Desert, if you've ever been out here, pretty far out. Great to see in the winter or the spring. Oh my God. Even in the summer, this area was so green. Incredible. We haven't seen it that green in, wow. I can't recall. Due to the rain that we received here over the always translate to English. Always translate Spanish. Yeah, come on, stupid Google. Anyway, back to it. South Fiji Island's got a 507. It's at 507 depth. So we're looking up to a 5.6 in the local area, within a 500-mile range. Probably will drop down to near 5, maybe a 5.2, and probably it'll end up over there in Bismarck Sea. The Sudan came in at a 4.9. I bet you USGS has that one. Come on, they got to have that one. Yeah, right up in here. 4.9 right there, right? Then Ethiopia popped with a 4.8 within the week. So we've had some activity down the crack here. Tectonic plates in Africa, you can see right here. Let me see, make sure that comes up. Yeah, all right, it's coming up. It's a little more complicated for me here. We're doing okay though. I see that is now. We've been seeing a lot of activity come on in the East African Rift. You can see the hot spot here and here. Not so much up in this area or Reunion now, but we did have a pretty good sized quake right out here on the 90 East Sumatra here today. So we're watching those. Watching California, Baja California. It's only a 3.5, but that's not the only one that I saw there. 3.1 happened. Here's another one, 3.6. Right? Veracruz, Mexico, 4. Moving up Mexico, Morocco coming in with a 3.8. That's the top of Africa right there. You can see this right here. Right? And again, El Salvador, at Central America here. Michoacan moving up the coast. In Mexico again. Morelos, we just talked about this on yesterday too, about Morelos. Going from Guerrero to Michoacan to Morelos up into Jalisco and moving on its way up. You can see how it's moving in Mexico there. I know USGS won't show it, but I can go to the Mexico site and you can see it's moving on up, right? Yep, my dad's even home, away from home here. You got a 3.5 here on the 13th yesterday. Wow, Puerto Vallarta. That's where they live, right up in here. But you can see Oaxaca right here goes to Guerrero, Michoacan, Colima, Jalisco, near yet. All these quakes popping and going down this coast. Why? Well, that's because, look at this map. There's a subduction zone right there. That's why it's super stinking busy. Seems like it wants to separate there, but hey, I don't know. If we look at here, a lot of quakes happening right across the midsection here. So this is moving and this portion not. Yeah, so, and from Guatemala, where Fuego and Santa Maria volcanoes are, popping right here. We had a quake off of El Salvador too today, so that's happening. And here's the Guatemala City, right? 4.4 happened on the 9th, right? And then the backside happened on the 11th, 4.3. This is the plate boundary. So yeah, they live right on a plate boundary. It's gonna happen. That's where the volcanoes go. Santa Maria and Fuego, right? You'll see those in just a minute. So I don't think you can take earthquakes without volcanoes and explain tectonically somewhat how it's moving. And just using the tools that we have, we can say, yeah, this is what's going on. Now I might miss it. Hey, I'm human and I might not understand something, but I'm teachable, baby. Now, why is that thing backwards? Oh yeah, that's right. Anyway, yeah. So let's. What the heck just happened? All right. Anyway, okay, we're right there. So Sulawesi, that's up in Indonesia. Earthquakes don't happen all the same. This is Sulawesi. It looks like a starfish walking. So Sulawesi has some activity. 4.4. Off the shore, east coast of Kamchatka, 4.6. Right? So Kamchatka's up here on the east coast, right out here. Here's a 4.6. Now, what do we know what's going on here? Well, we have a volcano that's right here popping, right? Ebico. Then we have right up in here, Chevaluche. We have Bezimana and Klucheskoi. All these are popping. And, recent earthquakes you can see. And in Mexico City, of course, that Popo is smoking. I don't know what he's smoking, but he's smoking. He's coughing some ash up in the air. Guerrero's out there. Look at this 3.2 in Georgia here. Moving this out. Right, here's Georgia right here, 3.2. Remember, we've been having a lot of quakes moving up this mountain range, coming out of southern Iran. A lot of quakes. We got all the stands arguing over here. Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iranistan. Not so much in Turkmenistan, but once in a while. Iranistan talks into to the women here, Georgia and Jan and Turkey and Armenia. But you can see the quakes are happening up in here, moving in that direction. Here's the plate boundary. So again, right along that plate boundary, but there's nothing, no plate boundary except there. Well, what's this guy say? Right? Well, he don't have anything. He goes all the way up and nothing comes across this way. Well, I think there's an ancient plate boundary that goes across. Or the Caucasus Mountains are being built. Hell, I don't know. Like I believe there's out here plate boundary that goes through here. I can't prove it, but even these guys show something, right? The Amur plate, right? And we often see quakes up here in northern China, right? See these quakes right up here, but there's no plate boundary down in here, right? Near Kyrgyzstan, right? Nothing. Why? Because part of it. Oaxaca's popping. Baja again. Baja. Anyway, you got to know be happy days follower. P&G comes in with another 4.9 today. So it's still booming. Pretty strong quakes. 4.9, 5, 4 8s, 5 1s, 6 1s. Myanmar, India border, 3.8. Mindanao, Philippines. Azores, out there in the middle of the freaking ocean. Out there in the middle. The Azores, right on here. USGS doesn't cover it. Timor region, Indonesia, 2. 4.3 near the coast of Kamchatka. Canary Islands, Central Peru, we talked about that one. Moving on up. We're about 13 hours out now. North Halmahera, we talked about that. Northern Halmahera. Moving down here. USGS does not have plate along that plate boundary. A lot of earthquakes happen right there. See if you guys see that. Yeah, you guys do. About 10 seconds too late. But that's okay. Let's see. Twitch has it a little faster. Southern Fiji, 310. Moving toward to Kermitics. It's 310 depth, 4.3. Got some 3s through Iceland. Still saying hello. They're taking people back now in Iceland to get their belongings and then letting them go. They're escorting them. So they have a few at a time. There's 3,300 people that live there. So it's like, that's going to be a long process. But yeah, they lose their homes, unfortunately. Southern Island, New Zealand, little 3.5. I'm looking for things of interest as well that pick up my interest. Yeah, there's a 5.4 P&G again over there in the Bismarck Sea 10 hours ago. So it's, there's Bandasea 9 hours ago, popping with a 5.2, right? Molucca Bandasea, where the big swarms happen. This is where the 7.1 hit, right? And we've got a lot of 6.7s, a lot of mid 5s, and now they're starting to drop down into maybe even the 4 range. This is Bandasea's a 5.2, still strong at 7.1. Yeah, they may have missed it right there, right? Who knows? What did they say? Strike slip definitely created some problems. Magnitudes, body weight right here, 6.5. 7, 6, 9, 7, says 7, 1, 7. Yeah, so they got it right. Remember, USGS doesn't do magnitudes anymore. They do more of an intensity and the damage. They take other factors into so it's not magnitudes. All this is not about magnitudes anymore. So, but we use magnitudes because that's how we understand it. So we have to glean from them and then reinterpret what they're saying and go, oh, okay, that's what that means, because we're all geared to think. And you know what? They really didn't tell many people. They said, oh, well, you're not with us. And, you're in the past. Southern Kermadec Islands come out with a 5.4 and almost into New Zealand there. Utah had a little 2-0, little Crete, little offshore Chile, 5.1. South Sandwich Islands popping with a 5.1, right? Yeah. Right down in the middle there. Bunch of series of volcanoes down here. And hey, it's interesting why this area is activated. You know, got a subduction zone, got a spreading center, you got a bunch of volcanoes in here, got a transform fault and a compressional fault. All right. Subduction all the way down. And then you got the mid-Atlantic ridge. It rides up. Right. And then I think it was, right up in here, we had a small tsunami come in. They call it a rogue wave. It was a small tsunami. It just came in and popped in one in this little place. We talked about that yesterday. In that video, you can see that video online here. Rat Islands come in with a 4.3 today. So we know with the Rat Islands, USGS probably talks about that. Up here is the Rat Islands. 4.3, yeah, they got that one. 122 kilometers in depth, right here in the rat's butt. And we have a couple of volcanoes right here that are active. Some ADAC was super active, but right here, see all the volcano, Tanaga. Remember when Tanaga was going off? Yeah. Still has the earthquakes. That happened probably maybe a year ago now. Iceland still saying hello. Kuril Islands, 4.5. Couple of quakes up in here, right? 5.6 on the 8th. On the 10th, I had a 5.8. Here's a 4.9 on the 9th. Here's on the 8th, a 4.7. And then we have a 4.8 on the 10th. And then this, of course, this one here, 4.6, happened yesterday. And US just does not have the current quake. Kuril Islands, 4.5. Open a new tab, so we'll see where exactly that sucker is. Making it difficult. Yeah. So we have Ebico's right here is just off the coast of Ebico. So maybe Ebico is going to be speaking to us here in a moment. We'll be checking that out. Guerrero. Yeah. Java. Baja California level 2. Chiapas. Again, Chiapas, Oaxaca, Guerrero, all the way up Michoacan. There's activity moving up that coast. A couple more California, Gulf of Californias. 5 hours ago. We've been missing these because they generally happen pretty regularly. These up happening up a little higher here. All right. That's right before the San Felipe crack. But to watch that trend. Don't like that. Colima even 3s. So we have 3 power moving all the way up Mexico into the Gulf of California. 3 powers. Southern Greece, Haiti, 3.6. Don't forget Haiti gets freaking big quakes too. I forgot that man created those, right? With HARP. Right. Yeah. Got to be evil to do that. Yeah, why the hell would we do that? Southern Sumatra, 4.0 again, 4 hours ago. Hokkaido, Japan, that's the second time in a day. That Hokkaido is just a northern island. It's the hatchet. Hokkaido, Japan. See, it looks like a hatchet right here. Hokkaido. Off the coast, 4.5. You can see this one here on the 9th, 4.4. This happened on the 12th, 4.5. So moving on, all that pressure moving up. And they get a little larger too. Oklahoma had a 4.5 as well on the 10th. But yeah, watching that's going on. We have the 5.9 again, almost a 6. 3 hours ago, we watched that one happen in the Bismarck Sea, southern Alaska. And again, another New Ireland, New Britain, boom, 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 right? Strong quakes happening right down here, right? Papua New Guinea, right? Papua New Guinea happened yesterday. That one happened today, 5.9. This one has a 5.1. They call it Rabo. Now, Rabo did pop, and we saw it on Dynamic Earth. They're a great resource, so if you do, please like and follow them. You can see Rabo right here. Had one probably an hour ago. I don't know how fast it's moving. I think these are 20 minutes, and I think this is an hour. So, yeah, Rabo popping there. Dynamic Earth Community used to be on YouTube, but they had some problems. So they had a couple EMSCs reporting both the quakes being 5.1, just 3 minutes apart. Yeah, 5.9 and a couple of 5.1s. Bam, 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 bam. Right? Gee. All right. No joking right there, man. Western Med had a 2.7. That's interesting. Sicily, Italy. Now, if you don't know, Etna, which is on Sicily, is erupting right now. It should have been erupting for some time because it's part of the connection with Iceland. And it's funny how Etna started up and then Iceland started to slow down. I wonder. We'll see what happens. Canary Islands even saying something. Let's see what's going on with the Canary. Which one? Okay. Yeah, here's the island that we... Nope, it's on the main island. It's not this one over here. It's this island. There's Las Palomas here, but... So this is the island that was erupting before. Now this is the main island. It seems to get more activity to me, but I guess we'll find out. Checking this one out here. This is the main island, Tenerife, right? And then this is the island that had all the other problems, right? La Palma, right? And this is where the city was. It's where the, what was the guy's name? He's pretty cool, dude. He was doing all those reports showing us. Now, everything has a shelf life, right? Yeah, unfortunately. Let's see. Moving on up. We're an hour out now. Banda C, the last quake, 4.2 on on EMSC. 37 minutes ago, Banda C, 4.2. Nepal region had a 3.6. Western Montana had a 2.6. You'd think USGS would have that, right? One day off. All right. Yeah, there you go. Kind of showing you back here, like zooming back out a little bit. You see two sections of earthquakes happening here. We see a section here, here, right? And nothing out there. That's why we think this area right here, from this point here to this point here, this is the Fairweather Fault. That's why we think that thing goes really big. And when it does, watch out, world. So, but we do have the United States having issues with earthquakes coming through the Rocky Mountains all the way down. Texas having a couple little bangers. We've got Oklahoma just having a few, and then a couple of explosions too. New Madrid, nothing to report today. Yeah. But you got bang, 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 and nothing. But you do have something up here. We can look for the 30 days coming out of Canada. All right. Just look, if you zoom out, you can see the trend, right? Northeast to southwest. That's a trend. You can see the trend out here. It's kind of a little curve. Northwest to southeast. Look at this trend. Northeast to southwest. This one's north, down due south, and then northwest to southeast. And then up here, Baffin Bay. On the plate boundary, of course. This one's not. Or is it? Is it creating a new one? Is this creating a new one? Right through the Yukon, eh? Hey? Maybe this plate banging on this plate and all the pressure having it turned down. Oh, or is it turning up? Oh, yeah. Everything doesn't move in the same direction. So anyway, that's all that. Let's talk about volcanoes. Volcanoes news today from Volcano Discovery. November 14th, 2023. Fuego, Popo, Simiru, Tucono, Rick James, Reventador, Sangay, and Luatolo. Suno Zajima, which wasn't in our list, just off the coast of the main islands of Japan, Papan, 6,000 feet, 2,800 foot island. Yeah, there you go. Popo, 20,000 feet. That's a 3,000 foot popper. Nothing there. Rick James, 800 meter depth per second. 75 cubic meters of magma. 75 cubic meters of magma arrive at 800 meters depth per second. That's a lot, baby. That's the uplift. Yep. Breaking the city in half. It's going to do it. Ducono, 7,000 feet. Here's Ducono and there's Ibu, both popping to 7. Reventador in Ecuador here, 14,000. And we're looking down here in Reventador here. Reventador's up here, Sengay's down here. And both on the backside of the mountains. Kind of weird that this volcano right up in here, here's the volcanic arc. These are behind. And they're the ones that are doing. So is the volcanic arc moving south? We'll see. What the heck? Rick James, limited access, particular area is allowed. People are trying to get their stuff. There's the crack, everybody. Yeah, that's right. Big picture from a satellite or a zoomer. Yeah. The islands being spread apart. Cheap whore. Yeah. Can't remember what it says. I'm not sure, sis, what you're posting there. Heard Grinovik is in places sunk up a meter within a few hours. Yeah, look how far it's moved. It's come apart. This is an area where it's a very plausible for magma to rise up and out. They knew when they built the city that it was right on a fault. They knew it. What happened is that little fishing village has gotten popular. On top of that, it's the tourist location right there, and the the Blue Lagoon, where people, sit in the warm waters that are blue. Yeah, minerals and all that. Yeah. Far out, eh? Yeah. Far friggin' out. Here, maybe we get this. Here, I got to turn the volume off on that. Here's the crack. Sprung in 1957. Oh, and they covered it. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can you see that now, huh? That's what's going on, baby. You can't do it. You can't do it. Anyway, I'll follow that one. Oh, I got to make sure. God bless America. Whew. You just don't know who's going to post something, and there's really no. Yeah. There's just I'm reposting these on my Twitter feed, so you'll see what's going on there. People moving out of Grindavik, probably charging an arm and a leg for those poor people to get out of there. But yeah, Grindavik is in trouble. All right, Dacono. Here's Grindavik. There's the thing here. Vertical displacement from the 10th to the 11th November 2023. You can see negative, positive, right? Grindavik is toast. Yeah, Grindavik's right here. Yeah. Magma continues to intrude through the dike injection, although earthquakes have been reducing both in numbers and strength over the past 24 hours. That's what I was reporting as well. Popo, 20,000. Reventador, 15. And nothing. Sangay, they can't see it. Simeru over there in the armpit of Indonesia, 14,000. It's 12,000. It's only 2,000 foot pomper, but it's consistently pumping. So the Java Trench is still activated because that volcano was still telling us it's active. Yeah. Never cover a fault, right? Yeah. Always come clean. Anyway, Fuego, 14,000. That's a little bit less. Fuego's having little hiccups. It's traditionally Fuego is at 15,000 steady Eddie every 20 minutes. But it's often had 14s and days where it didn't pop. It must be something must be happening over there. Luotolo up there by I'll show you where freaking Tolo is. Bounce this out. It's over here by Timor. Yeah, Luotolo's like, here's Timor. Luotolo's like right out here on one of these little islands on the edge. So it's still active. Back to it. And that's it for the volcanoes today. How about solar stuff while we're still at it? Here at 9:17 here on the West Coast. We're about an hour into this report. Going here, solar wind speed's way down to 366. Density, the protons or cubic meters, 6. We only had a couple of C2 flares, not a whole big deal. And you can see these are leaving. These sunspots are leaving. And maybe something coming right here. Maybe a little something there. We'll find out here. The only M class is 3483. It's right here on the cusp. And traditionally, it's been like that's the one that gives us more pops of M's. When it gets to that, for some reason, when it gets there, boom, pops one. So we'll see what's going on. I think we can look at the sun with the LASCO right now. Yeah, there's something in the southern realm that's coming our way. It looks like there's a popper. Yeah, this one's going to pop before it gets to us. There's a pop right there. You can see it leaving the disk right now at today at 5 o'clock. And I think that went away from us. There's another one and another one pop. So there's still activity, and this one looks like it's going to pop before it gets to us. It's already spewing out intensity. Let's see what this one has to say. As Mars moves out backside of the sun. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, so that one's kind of way out in front of us. These guys, NOAA, you can see that we got little waves of plasma coming in. No wind at this minute, but you'll see we're coming out of the wind right down here. A little burst of wind should come and hit us, and then but it's clear after that. There's the big spread out there. And then looks like on the 18th and the 19th, we'll have some plasma come in, but no wind. So we'll watch what happens on the 18th and the 19th. That's about 4 days from now, to see if there's any greater earthquake activity due to the charging of the ring current of our planet. That's kind of an area that's up above where the planes fly, and I think just under the satellite area that is like the Earth's battery, and it charges and it holds all the really active protons, electrons, neutrons, whatever, holds those things there, and then over time it kind of releases them. Don't know quite how it releases them yet. I'm not sure that science knows that yet, but they're studying it, and that's the thing, watching what's going on. So KP index right now is really quiet, 1.3. Expect to be 2.3. That ain't a whole lot. There's no significant coronal holes that will give us any wind over the next week. Chance of an M is only 20%. X is 1%. Geometric storm probability is only 25 in the mid latitudes, 15 up the upper. 2,349 potentially hazardous asteroid. That's an asteroid that is what? A football field size or larger. That's right. But we still watch the smaller ones. All right. Today being the 14th, we can see how many rocks. There is one rock we're watching that's come close to us. It's a pretty good size, 90 meters across, or what, 270 feet across, right? Yeah. 270. Yeah, 270. Traveling at 10.5 kilometers every second, which is probably like 7 miles an hour. But it's way out there. It's 18 lunar distances out there. So 18 times 250,000 miles, and with 250 feet, right? 250 there about roughly. And yeah. So that's a new rock, 2023. 5 days ago, as the arc span, they found it on the 8th. And the solution date, they discovered it on the 14th. That's today. Last observed was the 13th. So we can show where this one is. This one is buzzing around us, and the sun comes in between Venus and the sun, travels underneath it, and then comes up as it bypasses us and flies over us. Yep. So that's it. And for old Snarl, he don't want to be known as this, but here you go. Here's your planet positions. Uranus on the other side of Jupiter still. Earth is moving to the left of it, and you'll be able to see it a little bit here. As we go on to the 30th, you'll see If you're looking at Jupiter, you should see Uranus out there. Of course, the biggest planet is going to have the Uranus out there. We should see Mercury as well, looking toward the sun, and Venus in the morning. And Mars is on the other side of the sun. We're not going to be able to see it. Maybe we can see Saturn, but I don't know if it'll be lit up. Neptune too. You just have a what do you call it? A telescope, and a strong one, and you might be able to see some of these. So yeah, there you have it. Let's see. I guess we'll check real quick. Kermitics just came in. Italy bumped just a little bit. Etna didn't come in the news today. I was kind of weird about that. But you can see Italy is having a bump right now. That is having to do with what's going on over there with Etna. And you can see USGS does not have it. So right now the earthquakes have been right out here, and here's Etna. So we'll find out where that earthquake's happening. Probably Puerto Rico. I don't know who's saying that, but it's out there. Must have it on an open window somewhere. Let's see. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, EMSC. Let's try to find out what that Italian quake is. Central Italy, 4.2. So there you go. Central Italy. It seems to me that this area a lot of the times is really bouncing. So keep an eye on that, what's going on. We'll do that for you. Let's look at what the COD is telling us. I'm going to put it on dirty to see the precipitation in the states here. Looks like Cal and Oregon's got something coming out of Washington into Idaho into Montana. Got something here. My boy up here. Yes, thank you. I got to find that window that got open somewhere. Yeah, I think my boy Etna Light. Yeah, Etna lit up the light sky last night. Yes, sir, it did. Yeah, ma'am. Sorry. Um, yeah, earthquakes today. Today in this history, Mindanao, Philippines in 1994. If you remember that, oh, that was devastating. 7.1. 255 people injured, 78 people were killed. But it did thump. It thumped 3,200 damaged homes. Taiwan in 1986 killed 44 that we know of. Yeah, Taipei got pretty hit. That's pretty close to what has it happened last year? Was an earthquake right here. Yeah, in that resort town. Yeah, that's pretty close. So 86. Thank you, Patches, for putting that up there. Appreciate that. Have to find my open list. I know I have so many ones that are open too. Yeah. Let me see. I'm just going through chat right now. I think we got I'm here during live. Yeah. I think we're getting this thing more and more. I do this being live on YouTube out there, and also doing this. It'll be green over me in Kentucky. That's not good. Wait, okay, yeah. Purple. Paducah's right here, my boy. When he said green, I go, wait, the clouds are green? That's not a good sign. Yeah. He's right up. Wait, here we are. Where in the frack is it? Right there. He's in here, Paducah. Hey, I get lost again. Where's the river, man? Yeah. Anyway, let's stay with it. I haven't put this in motion yet. Looks like Louisiana's got some rain stuff. This little storm is moving east, and I'm happy it didn't turn into a tropical storm. But let's go ahead and push go and see what happens. Yeah, the Gulf is here. Let's put 200. You can see a little bit longer. North Dakota, just getting rain, pretty intense. Nothing yet. Looks like we have some snow possibility in Idaho. It is coming from the southwest storms. That's interesting. Looks like Mexico got a little something, northern Mexico. And nothing here in Cali. Southern Arizona got nailed too. So Texas is about to get walloped. Skyline webcams, Italian. There we go. Push play. All right. Oh, can't do it. No commercials. On the Null Skull Globe, winds are epic. Yeah. Some pretty good winds out here, eh? Got a high pressure out here, and this low pressure is speaking up. Interesting that it's going back this way. The trade winds are. Well, that storm is going the opposite direction. You see this? Well, I guess we can look at the upper level and see where that. Well, no, it's not upper level. Trying to see if the trade winds there, the lower level. Still not. What date is this thing on? Well, what the heck? It's saying the winds are going this direction when clearly it's going the opposite. This storm is moving west to east. But hey, maybe I don't understand something. A lot of dry air over Texas. Now here comes the wind and rain. So Texas is going to get walloped again. This is a typical El Nino time period to get all this dry, wet. Yeah. Here's the Rockies. And Rockies are producing a lot of rain there, eh? Yeah. All right. Yeah, all Caribbean's falling west. Oh, okay. Let me pop out of this one and global and look at it. All right. Looks neurotic to me. See, that's going that way, and this is going west a little bit, and this is going east. This is the El Nino moving east trend. Here's the right there. Oof. Dry air coming behind. Got a low pushing down, so that's going to press that dry air through. Beautiful weather today out here today. Yeah. Fog still not cleared. Well, really? So you have a lot of monsoonal moisture. Yeah, you can see it right there. And if I did on windy, then dusky. And they're showing the same thing, which is basic same pattern. Here is the low pressure sitting out here. Yeah. 2 meters above ground, 500 meters. Low pressure approaching Southern Cal, high pressure coming in behind. The snow is way north. Sorry about that, snowman. You're melting. I'm melting. Trade winds are pushing west. We got a little something down here. A little typhoon action here. All righty. How about the tremors today? Or yesterday, I should say. So only 81 yesterday. They're all off of Vancouver Island now. This area is still busy. Check that out, man. This is the 13th. That's weird. It's that little right? The other liniment is here, and the other one's right here. So that direction. This might be a vibration that's telling it off of these two. So to me, I'm interpreting this that the Olympic Walla Walla and the Texas liniment are both active. So I'll be watching this direction, southwest Oklahoma, Texas, out here in Dominican, but also in the opposite direction, out this direction here. I wonder if that volcano is activated. Anyway, it's just me thinking, how many drunk Chinese do we have out there? Well, let's find out. Right? I don't see any on the boat. Nope, they done. I figured them out, and they changed their modus of operandi, right? Yeah. No Ruskies. All right, then. That should be pretty much it then. All righty then. Thanks everybody for being here. 9:36 or 8:36 here on the West Coast. Stay tuned for the second half, and I'll be right back. Remember, don't be afraid of earthquakes. Earthquakes don't kill people. Buildings kill people. Know about your area, where you live in, what kind of building you have. Have a plan. If you need to get out or if you need to get under something that's really sturdy that can handle the weight, right? Know what to do in a crisis like that. Don't be afraid. Just sit down and have a cup of coffee, make a plan, okay? If the power goes out, if your building goes down and you're not in it, and you need a place to live, create a plan to solve it. Then after you've created a plan, having some, at least a month worth of food, you can get that freeze-dried food. Have that set aside, like in your garage or in a carport or in a cool, dark area. If it's in your house will survive, that's great. Plan that the power is going to go out, right? Plan that you're going to need water. You don't want to be drinking toilet water. So get some storage and don't set it on the cement. Put a board down and then put it on the cement. That'll stop it from creating the stalactites. All right? Cover it. Put a covering over it if you're storing water. And once a month, change that water out. Have at least, 50 to 30 to 50 gallons of water. Not so you can put it in the toilet, but that you can drink. Right? Store it in your garage. Water keeps, as long as you keep it and dry. Now, get yourself a gilly kettle, right? That way you can just light little twigs and you can boil that water and you can get yourself little droplets to purify the water too that we're using. Get one of those personal straws. Get a water purifier, one of the crank ones that will take the pollutions out of the water and make it drinkable, down to ultra microns. That's food and water. Have shelter. You can get a personal tent for $19, right? Just a little pup tent that 2 people can be in. Get yourself some of that Mylar sleeping bag and a Mylar blankets for emergencies. Get yourself some medication if you need medication, have a little bit. Save a pill, right? If you have to do it that way, because I know they don't want to give you ahead of time. They don't want you storing it because it only lasts so much time. Has a shelf life. But talk to your doctor about that. Have some medical supplies. That in case you get cut or you have to put a tourniquet on. Then after all of that, talk to your loved ones. Right? Talk to your loved ones. Where you're going to go in case you can't live at the place you're at. Where you're going to go. What you're taking with you. And let them know where you're going to be in case they can't get a hold of you. And if they find out your area's, destroyed or not. And that doesn't have to be an earthquake. It can be tsunami. It can be tornadoes. It can be whatever. But have a plan and let others know what your plan is. Just have a cup of coffee or water or an iced tea, a southern iced tea or a regular iced tea. But let somebody know that this is your plan. And have cash. Have a month worth of cash set aside. That's going to be hard for a lot of people setting that aside. Well, it's in the bank. Without electricity, you can't get it. Oh. You can't even pay for gas. But they'll accept money. Right? Right. So how are you going to get out of Dodge? Yeah. Also, plan that all your bills are paid and show proof, physical proof, printouts once a month with your mortgages printed out with their website on it, all right? And your bank statements have printouts. So you can prove to the bank, yeah, I paid my stuff, man. Because when their stuff goes out, what if their backup is no good? Oh, this sucker still owes us. No, I didn't. I paid that sucker off. Have a plan. And like I've told many others, remember, don't get anything on you. Love you. We'll see you back in the second half here over there on YouTube. Yeah. Be good.